Super Bowl 51. Let's bring in our guys, Ralph Vacchiano, Marc Malusis. Got my guy, Chris Lopresti, right here, guys. What a comeback by the New England Patriots. What do you think? Is this the greatest comeback in Super Bowl history?
Well, it definitely was by the numbers. It was as exciting as any game that I think most of us have ever seen. And it's a combination of the greatest choke that we've ever seen in the Super Bowl, some terrible play calling, as you mentioned. The Falcons basically shut down their offense in the second half. But there's always got to be somebody to take advantage of it. And you put the ball in the hands of Tom Brady that often, he's going to do what he did, which was a remarkable second half, a fantastic comeback. You gave him the opportunities. He took advantage. It was fantastic.
Most this game was over, right?
No, I thought it was over at halftime, 21-3. I thought certainly with under 3 to go or about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, when it was 28-3, Tevin Coleman scores. You know, in that third quarter, I thought the game was over. I mean, the Falcons looked like the better team. The Patriots at times looked dead on their feet. They were making mistakes. Brady throwing a pick six. I mean, the fumble by LeGarrette Blount early, I thought really changed the momentum of the game and got the Falcons right back into it as they were trying to get a foothold. And from that point forward, I thought by far they were the better team. And then in that late third quarter, early fourth quarter, you really saw Atlanta start to shut it down a little bit. And the Patriots started to get a little bit of a momentum, a little bit of a rhythm, and then it started to build and build and build. And amazingly enough, when the Patriots start to get going, unbelievable, magical things start to happen. And Brady was remarkable. White was great. The defense did their job in that fourth quarter, giving that offense opportunities. It's as good of a comeback as you'll ever see.
Just 7 points giving up by the Patriots in that second half, Chris.
I mean, for 2.5 quarters, they looked overmatched and unprepared.
Yeah.
It's very unusual when you're talking about a Bill Belichick team, especially in the playoffs, particularly in the Super Bowl. It's just unbelievable, the course of this game. And, I mean, for Tom Brady in the first half to look like he was seeing ghosts out there, it looked a lot like when the Giants played them in the Super Bowl.
Sure did.
The Falcons with the 4-man rush were bringing heat on him. He had the happy feet in the pocket. He was inaccurate. And then all of a sudden, as we talked about earlier in the night, the Falcons get gassed on defense, even with all those interchangeable pieces they have in the front seven. And now Brady's standing back there. He's got the confidence. How many dimes did he throw in the fourth quarter and overtime? It's like he just flipped the switch. It's an epic performance. Equally bad for the Falcons, the way that they, mismanaged the clock in the fourth quarter. Dan Quinn's obviously going to have some questions to answer, Kyle Shanahan as well. But just an unbelievable performance by the Patriots. You've never seen anything like it.
Ralph, Tom Brady, over 460 yards passing, 5 Super Bowls now, passes Montana, passes Bradshaw as well. Is he the greatest ever?
Well, it's always hard to compare eras, but if you want to say Tom Brady, Joe Montana, John Unitas, those three to me are the best ever to play. Certainly in really my lifetime of watching football, it's Montana and Brady, and for a lot of people in this era, it's got to be him. There's no one right now, Peyton Manning, any of the Drew Brees, none of these guys comes close to him.
Yeah, I don't think you'll ever see a better coach. I don't think you'll see a better quarterback. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback I've ever seen. Tonight's the cherry on the top of his brilliance and the ability to go out there and come back and orchestrate this kind of a comeback, throwing for 466 yards. The remarkable consistency that he's shown, the 5 Super Bowls, the 4 MVPs, which is now a new Super Bowl record. It is unbelievable what Brady has been able to accomplish. And at 39, soon to be 40 years of age, it doesn't seem like he's winding down anytime soon.
Chris, don't let the avocado ice cream fool you. This guy, he competes.
He competes. I mean, the guy has done a great job to keep his body up late in the stage of his career, talking about wanting to play till 45. I know that the chances of him retiring are slim, but I mean, you talk about going out on top. If this were ever the chance to do it, I mean, that comeback, another Super Bowl win, everything that's going on with his parents, how emotional he was this week down there in Houston dealing with the media. I mean, it just couldn't gotten any better for him. And I wonder how he gets motivated this offseason to come back. That's as good as it gets.
Real quickly, guys, was this the worst collapse? I'm thinking Bills and Oilers back in the playoffs in '93.
In this spot, absolutely it was. And you got to remember, they had a chance. All they had to do was run the ball, and they're going to kick a field goal to get a 10-point lead and probably win the game. And they decided to pass for some reason, and then the whole game collapsed from there.
Yeah, I mean, Julio Jones makes the catch, game's over. At the 22-yard line of the Patriots, the game is literally over. All you have to do is run it 3 times, make the Patriots use the timeout, have Matt Bryant attempt what in essence is a 39, 40-yard field goal to win it. You could have taken 3 knees, and you would have settled for that. And instead, they decided to go out there and throw it. They went backwards with a penalty and a holding call, and unfortunately, they had a punt.
Chris, quickly, how bad of a choke job was this?
The circumstances of the Patriots' last 2 Super Bowl victories, what happened with the Seahawks and what the Falcons did in this fourth quarter, I mean, you don't even know what to say at this point. It's incredible.